that are used for practical learning have to be available. Okay, if we want to really see this moving forward. Well, we're going to have much of those conversations later on in the show, but right about now, I see the papers are saying hi to me, and let's get to see what is happening to the press. I have a New Vision and Daily Monitor. It's quite loose today. It's not so much. And of course, as government moves to harmonize salaries in public institutions, university staff in 61 billion. What? Wow. Okay. University staff in 61 billion shilling pay raise. Wow. This is interesting. Okay. That is what you get when you go for further studies and, get knowledge. Now, and of course, you get to return Uganda's artifacts. Yeah. And of course, travelers to declare cash above 30 million. Oh, okay. 30 million shillings. Travelers to declare cash above 30 million shillings. Yes, that is in Uganda shillings. And of course, as we wait for census, just a few days to go, districts ready amid a shortage of numerators. Are they really? Wow, a shortage of numerators. More money for those that really. And of course, KCCA to close 55,000 border stages. My goodness. This is a lot. Well, 6 days to go for the census. Yeah, and of course, Muslim women want Kadi courts operationalized. That is when you get yourself a copy. And of course, Ugandans to answer 180 questions. Okay. And of course, babies born on and after May 10th will not be counted in the census. Okay. Running for 10 days in the next. Okay, the next Friday, during which numerators will seek information on households, income, savings, assets. So those are among the 180 questions that you have to be ready to answer as a citizen of Uganda. So are you ready? Are you equipped? And of course, excitement greets return of passenger train. Yes, the Uganda Railway Corporation has resumed commuter transport between Kampala and Namamve, Wakiso district, after a year of closure for rehabilitation. Well, good. People had, it's quite cheap. I used to moving with hard cash back home have been tasked with declaring it to customs officials at border entry points or risk being apprehended. Oh, okay. Yeah, so those that are living in diaspora, if you have more than 30 million cash, you have the money, you have bags of money. Yeah, what if anything happens to your money? Yeah. So according to World Bank statistics, Uganda in 2022 received $1.3 billion in remittances from its diaspora community. This figure anticipated a hit of 1.6 billion in the 2023-2024 financial year. So I believe now, wherever you are in the diaspora, you have really got the gist of this. If you're planning to come into the country, you best know that you'll be declaring the monies, yeah, above or 30 million Ugandan shillings. Now, of course, case is here to close 55,000 border stages. Oh, yes. Okay, no border entry. Yeah. Long Ginger Road. And of course, Kampala has started gazetting border stages in an effort to curb criminality in the city. Of course, borders, also known as motorcycle taxi, have long been popular mode of transportation in Uganda and Kampala, but they have also been associated with criminal activity such as theft, robbery from passengers, and most especially at night. So now, if they're deciding to close stages, yeah, so I really don't know how they're going to do this. So we're going to have more people loitering around in those suburbs of Kampala. Well, of course, President Museveni bids farewell to Algerian ambassador. Yes, and of course, they were talking about their bilateral ties between Algeria and Uganda. Yeah, so this is the year where we have to get into talks. And of course, looking at after over 10 years of fighting for what they call salary injustice in public universities, non-teaching staff can now breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah, so well, good for those that are into the education sector, those that are into the public universities. Okay, so yeah, so we are seeing, so babies that are born after 10 will not be counted. They'll be counted once after 10 years, what they make 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot is happening, and of course, workplace stress experts call for mental health integration. It's just not just recently that we finished our Liberation Day, talking about that health of workers, and of course, experts raised concerns over the prevalence of stress among employees in workplaces across the country. Yeah, people get burnouts. People need leaves, but they're not given leave. So it's really in order. If someone tells you, just reason with them, relate with them, and understand that sometimes it's overwhelming for people. And of course, 14 million Ugandans grapple with a form of mental disorder. 14 million Ugandans. Last year, we recorded a 30% increase of mental health disorders in our country, Uganda. So what more do we want as employers? Yeah, if not to detriment people's brains and they just die, see someone just collapsing, yeah? And of course, contract farming bill 2023 to cure land fragmentation. Yeah, and of course, the proposed law that will help farmers minimize post-harvest losses has been given a green light by members of parliament. Yeah, this is also interesting. It will help farmers to minimize post-harvest losses since the farmers will be connected directly to the buyers. Interesting. So straight to the buyer, not middlemen. Middlemen have a way of reducing prices for you, and yet they are not. If you have a connection with a buyer, you can negotiate. So the middleman has to get his cut by the time it's quite tricky. People have lost, and I like the fact that coffee is now at 12,500 a kilo. More money for the coffee. And of course, UK to return Uganda's historical artifacts. Yeah, a total of 38 new colonial era artifacts at Cambridge University, UK, that originally belonged to Uganda are set to the country next month. So you're going to get to showcase our own artifacts in our museum. Yeah, it's quite interesting, right there. Yeah, great. Yes, and of course I'm seeing ways how to protect yourself from heart disease. Alcohol is one of them, and unhealthy food. Those of you who take chips, burgers, and watch out, avoid infections. Yeah. And of course, looking at how the government will collect data during the national census. And of course, stand firm. Okay, this is on to homosexuality. Yeah, and of course, Hawaii launches new innovation for SMEs. Yes, Technologies has launched a program aimed at onboarding small and medium enterprises into the digital economy. We talk about digital economy, you think it's for just talking, but trust me, this is really serious. And we look at, they say that the initiative aims to support SMEs with different solutions to grow in their businesses so that they, in the long run, the country boasts of the intelligent economy where all businesses are operating online. Correct. And of course, central bank moots sanctions on errant mobile money agents. Now, the Bank of Uganda has said it could take legal action against mobile money operators who do not heed to a directive that requires them to ask for a valid identification card or documents of individuals who make transactions above 1 million Ugandan shillings. Yeah, what you say? I mean, it's easy. Just walk with your national ID. If you know you're going to make a transaction, hand it over there, and it's easy. Easy peasy. Yeah? People feel like it's a burden. It's your national ID. Where else would it be used? Where else would it be used anyway? Yeah. You want to sit with your national IDs, then get them renewed, then have them for no reason? No. Oh, okay. This is oh, and of course, as they were celebrating the press day, you know, journalists, yeah, had what to say. So you can grab yourself a copy of these papers if you want to get more information on what is happening in the country. And of course, the golden goose that Airtel hid from investment, that and more. And of course, Ghana rejoices on display of the crown jewels looted by British. Quite interesting, how gangs give Arua city sleepless nights. Yeah, robberies, threats. Yeah, I mean, you'll be in the comfort of your home, but you're threatened in your own home and you can't have a peaceful night. I mean, the economy is becoming hard even for Ugandans, so they've resorted to actually a theft and, you know, making people's lives a living misery. Yeah. So definitely that and more if you grab yourself a copy of the New Vision and Daily Monitor. It's quite light today. The papers are light today. So that is it for our press review. Yes, I'm going in for a short commercial break. Just a few minutes to 7:30. And of course, I'm going to be coming back in the second half to talk about what is happening in East Africa and across the borders. My name is Masika Stime. Do stay tuned. I'll be right back.